Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Satisfactory. The last episode, we managed to get the last currently available level on the space elevator, and we've got some new research to be getting on with. So let's just have a quick look, because the thing just got back. Okay, so fabric was the next one we were working on. We need some rods and some cable. Let me just go grab some rods. They live in this one, I think. Okay, and stick in the rods, send that off. That should give us some fabric. So now if I grab some of them and some of them, we can make a bit of fabric. There it is. 10. I think 10 was all I needed for the ma'am. So we've done mycelia level 2. So let's see what she has to say.
This type of mycelia has strong healing properties. R&D has created a blueprint you can access in Hub Tier 3.
Hub Tier 3, medical inhaler. So we can do this one as well. So we just need 25 of them, some rotors, and some more cable. Okay, or is it wire? I always forget which one is which. It is wire, of course it is. Okay, so pop that one in and go. Okay, what do we need for the medical inhaler? Is it even in here? Might be from this one. Medical inhaler, there we go. So we need bacon mushrooms, pale berries, beryl nuts, and mycelia. Well, I've only got 3 bacon mushrooms on me, but we'll take them. Sort that. Okay, and I believe that fills health up completely. So that's good. Right, we've got another couple of minutes for the pod to come back. After that, let's see, we've got an alternate screw recipe, and then stuff we can't afford. Okay, so I guess alternate screw recipe is next. Now, I am currently in the process of collecting stuff to make some oil pumps and oil refineries, I guess, as well. Craft crude oil into other parts, yeah. So yeah, I'm just running around that, and then after we've done that, we will go on an expedition, I think it was this general direction, to where there is some oil. In the meantime though, I need to grab some steel. Okay, so I've picked up a bunch of stuff. We've got enough space to do the extra screw recipe. I just need to find some actual iron ingots to pick up. I think this one has, yeah. Can I? There you go. I'll just pick up 50 of them because that's all I need. Oh, too far. Over-enthusiastic blade runners. Okay, we now have the alternate screw recipe. In the meantime, let's pop in here. Configure the MAM. Analysis of fabric is completed.
This fabric is suitable for the creation of parachutes. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
And in Hub Tier 2, we have the parachute, which requires some plates, some rods, and some wire. I think I will do that, actually. So some plates, some rods, and some wire. And let me make some parachutes. So I don't think I can equip them at the same time as the Blade Runners, but it could be useful. It's the wrong one. So parachutes. Here, some fabric and some cable. Easy enough. Okay, parachute stacked to 50, so I'll just take a single stack on me, so I'll put those back. This is essentially what I'm taking with me on my journey, except I no longer need the leaves or the mushrooms, and let me restock up. So I've got 2 stacks of plates, 2 stacks of rods, and a full stack of wire, and then I think I'm good to go. Also, don't need that. Oh, that's full. I'll put it in this one. All that. There we go. I don't know if it's just the light, but if you look at the platform on the space elevator, it's got these bits that come off it. And I swear it's blue, 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 purple. These two here on this side are purple. Odd. In fact, I think it might just be the light actually, because if I look at here, this section here is very purple, but if I move over here it turns blue again. See if I move around here, does the purple section? No, it still looks very purple. Well, the sky in this place does get very sort of pinky purpley at times. Right, so got the rods. Now I've got the rods. I should stock up on cable as well, because I used some of it to make the parachutes. 2 stacks of cable, that'll do. A couple of stacks of plates, which live over here. Okay, so we've got the nuts, we've got the berries, we've got the inhaler. I've got my tools. I'll get rid of the object scanner, because it's I haven't really found much use for it. Save a bit of inventory space. Chainsaw to clear stuff out the way. I suppose I could get rid of the colour gun, but I mean, if you've seen the rest of my series, you know what I'm like with that. Rebar gun for defense, Xenobasher for defense, biofuel for the chainsaw, and then I've got 2 stacks of wire, 3 stacks of concrete, some heavy modular frames, which I need to actually make the oil pumps, some plates, some rods, some normal modular frames, and some motors, some reinforced plates, some rotors, some screws, stack of spiked rebar, stack of steel pipe, and a stack of wire. In fact, I think I might get another stack of rebar gun ammo, because it is quite a long way. Yeah, so I'll get another stack of this. I will replenish my second stack of rods. But there we go. Replenish the second stack of rods, which is here. Sort. And that's the wrong button. That's the button I want. Crude oil. Let's go on a journey. Where is it? Ah, it's those two I'm going to, because actually, so yeah, we've got one a bit closer, or one a little bit further away, but there's 2 of them relatively close. Okay, so let's go for the 2 that are relatively close. Also, I've been roughly in that direction. You can see I've got stuff around there already. So let's go, generally speaking, about northwest. Okay, I have found a crash site here. Had the usual bunch of stuff around it. Oh, there's some more plates that I missed. The actual pod is over there, and it needs 4 steel beams and 20 megawatt hours of power to open. Now, I guess I could do that. I don't have any steel beams or steel ingots on me, so what I'm actually going to do is pop down a beacon here. And this beacon is going to say 20 megawatt hours for steel beams. Oh, no, oops. Hopefully that's not going to clutter the HUD too much. Okay, rebar gun. And it was this direction. So go for a bit of a swim. Okay, I found this thing here, and even though it looks absolutely nothing like the other SAM ore I found, it says it's called SAM ore. I'm not sure this is like a deposit. This might just be a single node. We'll see how many ore we can get out of it. More than 50 this time. Ah, but yes, it does run out. Okay, well, I guess we'll keep that. We are getting closer to the oil. It's over this way somewhere. We're about 600-700 meters away, I guess. Oh, there's 3. Good choice of coming to this one. Gonna keep exploring the beach here a bit. Got another crash site over here as well. Exciting. I just... oh, okay. Big guy. Let me take care of the big guy first. Then we'll deal with the bugs. Oh, R to reload. Okay, the bugs found me. Got a bit too close for them. Right, I got him. Ow. Where's my bug zapper? There. One, 2, and I shot the 3rd. Okay. I thought I still was hearing things. Okay, what have we got? Some computer chips, some wire, reinforced plates, screws, more plates. What do we need for this? Oh, it's operational. Just as I fill my inventory. Lovely. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is equip these nuts and just eat them all. And then, actually, if I then equip my gun again, now I have the space for the hard drive. Excellent. Moving on. Okay, oil. So we've got a couple of bug plants to deal with. In fact, I should heal up a little bit first. Do I have spare nuts anywhere? No. There we go. And bug zapper is there. Three. And the carapace. There's a node over here. It looks like it might just be limestone, but I'll go and check it out. I've just seen that big guy off to the right of me. That's a problem. There we go. Don't have enough space for his organs. Anyway, let's... So this is the oil deposit. Crude oil cannot be picked up. However, it can be pumped. So let's just pop that down and see how it works. So this gives me 240 crude oil per minute, and no space to pick up leaves, of course. Okay, so let me just see if we have any coal nearby. Well, the short answer is no. And the long answer is no. Luckily, I have a plan. It's not an amazing plan, but if I stick down a biomass burner and a craft bench and a storage, because I'm full, let me just throw a bunch of stuff in there that I don't particularly need. That'll do. Okay, we can make biomass from carapace, and we can make quite a lot of it from carapace, and then we can make biofuel somewhere from the biomass. You're right there. Okay, I guess he lives in my oil pump now. Okay, let's sort that. So yeah, we've made just under 1,000 biofuel from that. Now, unfortunately, I can't directly feed it in, but what I can do is just set up. Let's get a separate chest for this, I think. Just put that there. And just fill that with all the biomass except what I need for my chainsaw. And then... No? How much does this use? This uses 40 megawatts. Okay, so we need 2 of these guys. Power, biomass burner. I'll just stick down another one. And that produces fresh oil. Lovely. Now, how do I get this back? I could look into the trucks. It's quite a long way for a truck to go without messing up on a rock or something. Could just belt it back, I guess. Where's home? That way. I would really like there to be some coal a bit closer by. Okay, I'm formulating a plan. First thing, I have... Well, firstly, I'll just put this storage container in, just so I'm not doing nothing. Then I have underclocked this crude oil deposit to 60 per minute, which means I'm only using 4.4 megawatts, which means I now no longer need the second one of these. And I can just hook that up directly. We're only drawing 4.4 megawatts, there we go. And it should make this fuel last considerably longer. About 4 times as long, actually. Then, let's look at what we need for a truck stop. I know I need some modular frames. So, vehicles, truck station. And let's put this... There's as good a place as any. How much power does this consume? It doesn't say. I know it needs to be powered. At least I thought it needed to be powered. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, this is a loading station. And we also need a tractor. I need another beacon for that. My tractor is not blue. This disappoints me. I can't even colour it. That's just rude. Alright. Okay, so this thing has a little workbench on the back and its own inventory. E to drive tractor. Of course it has no fuel at the moment. Can it run on biofuel? Yes, yes it can. Okay, so this will come along to here. Okay, my power instantly died as soon as that drove in. Okay, the truck stop uses a lot of power, it would seem. Looks like we do need a second one of these that will at least be active while the truck is here. Okay, so actually, what's the drain on this? The drain is 24 megawatts. And then when I move the tractor out the way, the drain should then drop back to 4. Yes. Okay, so that works. We need to find a path. Actually, first up, I should get rid of that. And that. I don't suppose it can run on crude oil, can it? That would be nice. Vehicle. It can. Alright, problem solved. Okay, then all I need is to get rid of this stuff that's in the way. Now, I believe this has 2 inputs and an output. Not sure which one's which. So that's an output. That's an input. And this one here is also an input, but just for fuel. Yeah. Okay, so I need a splitter. That's not a splitter. That's entirely wrong. Is that too close? No, that's fine. Okay, belt from there to there, belt from there to there, and then belt from there to there. Okay, and then that should fill up both the fuel bit, which it then will automatically load the truck with, and the main inventory. Yep, so one goes there, one goes there. Excellent. Now I just need to get the truck back home. So when the truck comes in, it'll be loaded up with stuff. See, that actually happens nice and quickly. Then we move on, and we need to get back over there. So what I'm thinking I will do, I can't build anything from... Now, can we drive across this, or is it too deep? We're fine. So what I'm thinking is, just while I'm learning the path, I will build just a series of unconnected power poles as sort of visual beacons. And then I will set the autopilot to record, and then I'll just let it run. Hopefully there's enough fuel to get there and back in one go. And here we are again. So I do need to find a place to put my oil processing. I'm thinking if I... so this is the Caterium line coming in. If I raise this up a bit, just give myself a nice place for the truck to drive underneath. Ugh. Fine. And then I'll drive through and I'll have oil processing somewhere over here. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but we'll figure that out. In fact, I could have oil processing on this nice flat bit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that doesn't mean I need to get rid of my people conveyor belts. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay, let's hop back to base quickly. I'll unload a bunch of stuff and then we'll get to work on making oil processing. Okay, I think I have recorded a suitable path. So let's see if I can hop onto it actually. I didn't realise I'd already started it. Ow, ow. Come back. Anyway, it goes around there. It's not quite the path I had intended it to take. On the way to the oil deposit, it does maybe drive down a cliff or two, because I got a bit lost. Come back. I'm not going to be able to catch up with this. Might be able to catch it on the way back. Okay, so we can't see it from here. I think the truck is just about to pull into the oil station, or it's just about... oh no. Oh, I've actually done a pretty good job of catching up. It's just sort of on the edge of the fog. It's driving away from us at the moment. Yeah, can you see it there? Sort of between the trees. So the truck is apparently just a little bit faster than running at full speed. And running at full speed with the Blade Runners is about the speed of a Mark III belt, as we discovered a few episodes ago. So that's not bad, actually. Still don't know exactly what the throughput is. If I can get there fast enough, because I know it drives under this arch. So if I get on top of the arch, I can jump on top of the truck on its way back. A bit further this way, a bit further this way. It just ragdolled me. That's rude. Fine. Anyway, there's some stuff I wanted to pick up from here anyway. So I will show you the autopilot path a little bit later when I can actually jump on top of the truck properly. Okay, so I've managed to get on top of the truck while I was looking at these behemoths, which are the oil refineries. So we can see here, open workbench. Yeah, so we've got 77 fuel left, or 76. And let's have a look and see what the path is. Let's see, let's just get rid of those leaves so I can unequip the gun and have a look. So, that's the middle of the base where we're going to have our oil set up. The truck comes underneath this raised Caterian belt and off in this direction, so that's the old sort of original starter base down there. I think that thing you can see there on the right is a limestone miner. So we've still got the sort of visual beacons of the power poles, but we turn left up this hill and follow this kind of road, for want of a better term. Okay, got a couple of friends over here. We'll just bash them out the way. Okay, keep following the road. And then I think it's at this power pole we turn left. Yes. So turn left down here. And then follow this road that we're on. Oh, it makes tyre tracks. That's cool. I didn't realise that. Okay, then we go off-road for a bit. Now this was covered with trees originally, but I've cut them down, so that's alright. Through this little archway here. Okay. And now at this second power pole, we're actually supposed to turn left to go down there, but I got it wrong. So instead we come across this way, drive off this little bit of a cliff. Then we turn left. Okay, you can see if I look down there, there is a power pole down there. So again, that's where we were supposed to go, but instead we sort of turn right at that rock. Then we turn left down here. And yeah, there's a little bit of a bigger cliff we come off here. Not massive. But that takes us back to the beach, so that's where we are supposed to be. And then we just basically follow the beach along until we get to the end. Okay, here we are at the end of the beach. We go under this loop here. Works out as shallow enough that you can drive the tractor across it. Join this new beach up here, and here is our oil. Okay, we overshoot that a little bit, but the truck should figure itself out and go back a bit. I am actually going to temporarily disable the autopilot, just because I want to check how the power is going over here. 152 in that one. 159 in that one. A little bit more I can spread around, and there's some more in this chest as well. Just want to make sure it stays going. Okay, we'll hop back in here and enable autopilot. Then jump back on. Just see how full it is. No. It's the workbench I want. Okay, that's reasonably full. Looks like there's not much left in there. I did turn the autopilot on, didn't I? It waits here for a little bit just to make sure it's got enough time to fill and fuel. Yes, here we go. So, on the way back, it turns around. Mostly just follows exactly the same path back. So it goes under the arch across the beach. Except of course you can't drive up a cliff. So instead I go the way I had intended to go in both directions, just continue along to the other end of the beach, and there's a little path you can come up here. And then this is the rock and the power pole that I meant to turn left at on the way here, but instead I went straight ahead down there. So it's the same path from here back to base. And once again it kind of overshoots, but it should empty the... Yes, empties that, loads the rest into the unloading truck station at the other end. And this, it kind of goes back and forward a bit. And that show path nodes, just so I know where the truck goes. Managed to load a bit more. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Got plenty of fuel to get back. Anyway, so these are the fuel or oil refineries. They can make plastic, fuel, or rubber. Now, plastic is mainly what we want at the moment. So we've got this one here. Let me just hook it up to power quickly so we can properly see what's what. Okay, so it takes in 4 crude oil at 30 per minute to make 22.5 plastic per minute. It takes 50 megawatts, which is an entire coal power plant all to itself. It's quite a lot. Okay, we need to get some going. What I'm going to do for now, I think, is I'll just rebuild this a little bit further across. I think this one was the output, wasn't it? Yeah. So, oil refinery. I'll just build that straight in front of me there. What's that blocking? Is it the power pole? Yes, it was. Okay, just pop that down. I'll configure it to... It makes a massive thump when it comes down as well. I'll configure that to plastic, and I will hook it up, and I'll just give it that for now, and I will stick on the other end a storage container, just here-ish. I'll move that lookout tower. Yeah, that'll do. And that should make us some plastic. There you go. Not a huge amount of plastic, but an amount of plastic. We're doing fine for power. It's absolutely fine. And one, is this back already, or did it just not go? Enable autopilot. There we go. Must have somehow disabled it. Okay. So that should head off back to collect more oil. There it goes. Now, the plastic... I forget what the plastic is used for, actually. Now, so far this episode, I don't think I've actually done that much. I've done lots of travelling, backwards and forwards, and setting up truck routes and things like that. I had intended to get the oil processing mostly done this episode as well, but I've kind of run out of time for recording, so that might have to wait until next episode. Now, I do have a hard drive on me, so we may as well pop that in there. And is there anything else we can do here in the meantime? No, it's just tier 6 stuff. If we get this one, it does give us a fuel generator, which means we can use fuel to generate power, which means at our oil outpost, if we just have a little bit of oil processing into fuel, then that can be self-powered, which could work. The jetpack and the gas mask are just sort of utility stuff, really. This is the last, like, base one. Okay, and we still don't have, at least not since I last checked. Yeah, still unavailable in early access for tiers 7 and 8. Project assembly systems. Interesting. So, yeah, I'll have a little think about what I want to do with the oil. Then we will get up to that next episode. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.